I would not agree to anyone to say, hey, let's tell the Diddy story and I'll tell you about how I was victimized. I wanted to tell the Shyne story. I wanted to tell the story of triumph, the story of overcoming adversity and being the victor, not the victim.
Ever wondered how deep the music industry's secrets go? Or how an artist can go from being a beloved protege to a prisoner of betrayal? Today, we're diving into the world of Sean Diddy Combs, his former protege Shyne, and the shocking truths that have been hidden for years. If you think you know the full story, think again. This isn't just about music, it's about broken trust, betrayal, and an untold journey that no one saw coming. In 1999, everything seemed perfect for Shyne, the young rapper who was riding high on his debut album, and the mentorship of hip-hop mogul Diddy. It looked like he had everything: fame, fortune, and a future that many could only dream of. But then, in the blink of an eye, his life came crashing down, leading him down a dark path where even the most trusted relationships turned to dust. And it all began with a night out, December 27th, 1999, the night that would change Shyne's life forever. But before we dive into the chaos, let's rewind a bit. What happened in the weeks before that fateful night? Was it just a random act of violence? Or was there something much darker brewing beneath the surface? Shyne had been shot at a month before the incident outside Diddy's famous Daddy's House studio. That moment wasn't just a close call, it was a wake-up call. It was a reminder of the streets he thought he had left behind, a world filled with danger, violence, and betrayal. Shyne never saw it coming, and neither did anyone else. But that night at the club, everything changed. He went there with no intentions other than to have a good time, yet the danger followed him. He found himself fighting for his life. Shots rang out, the chaos unfolded fast, and in the middle of it all, Shyne fired his weapon. But was he the only one? Was he the only one who was fighting to protect himself? This is where the story takes a twist. Witnesses later testified that multiple weapons were fired that night. One of the key witnesses claimed that Diddy himself fired his weapon during the altercation. But did he? Was it a moment of self-defense or something more calculated? Shyne's version was clear. He was protecting himself and the people around him. But there was a bigger issue lurking in the background: Diddy's actions after the incident. According to Shyne, it wasn't just about the night of chaos. It was about betrayal in its most toxic form. Diddy, instead of backing up his protege, reportedly turned on him. He got people to testify against Shyne. These weren't just casual lies. They were deeply destructive. Shyne believes that Diddy, in a bid to save himself, sacrificed him, sending him to prison for a crime he felt he didn't commit. Imagine the kind of pain that comes from being betrayed by someone you trusted, like a mentor, someone who promised to guide you. Imagine that person turning his back on you when you needed him most. That's what Shyne experienced. For a decade, Shyne's life was derailed. He spent 10 years in prison, a punishment that left him not only with a criminal record, but with a broken spirit. His dreams of becoming a global icon, a billionaire entertainer, were shattered. What could have been a career full of music, movies, and influence was replaced with a prison sentence and a battle for his freedom. But while Shyne sat behind bars, Diddy's empire continued to grow. And what did Diddy do in the meantime? He kept his public image pristine, partying, celebrating, and continuing to build his brand, all while leaving Shyne to rot. This wasn't just a betrayal, it was a career killer. If Shyne hadn't been wrongfully imprisoned, where would he be today? Would he have been another hip-hop billionaire just like Diddy? Would he have taken his place as one of the greatest musicians of all time? Shyne, however, did something extraordinary. Despite everything, he rose from the ashes. After his release from prison, he didn't just fade into obscurity. He reinvented himself. He returned to his roots and worked his way back up. But even now, after everything he's been through, Shyne's views on Diddy are still shaped by the past. His feelings remain complicated, filled with anger and disbelief. As the allegations against Diddy have resurfaced, accusations ranging from abuse of power to questionable business practices, Shyne isn't shocked. Why? Because he already knew what Diddy was capable of. He lived through the devastation firsthand. Shyne's story is not just a tale of fame, it's a story of survival. After everything that happened, Shyne has chosen not to harbor hatred. He's forgiven, he's moved on, but that doesn't mean he's forgotten. For those who think that the truth behind his decade-long imprisonment was buried with time, they couldn't be more wrong. Shyne's battle is one of resilience, of rising above the shadows of betrayal. He's been through hell, but he came back stronger. And while Diddy's alleged past continues to haunt him, Shyne's truth remains remains unshaken. Fast forward to today, and Shyne is no longer the young rapper trying to make it in the music industry. He's now a respected politician in his home country of Belize. He's fighting for his people, using his platform for change. He could have stayed in the music game and pursued wealth, but he chose a higher purpose. And in one of the most unlikely twists, Shyne reconciled with Diddy, on stage no less. He performed at the 2022 BET Awards, a moment of reconciliation that marked the end of a painful chapter in his life. Some may say it was a mistake, some may call it a PR stunt, but for Shyne, it was about healing. It was about showing his country the power of forgiveness and moving forward. Shyne's journey is a roller coaster of pain, betrayal, and redemption. The man who could have been one of the biggest names in music, only to be brought down by the very people he trusted, has now found a new purpose. And while his time in the music industry may be behind him, his fight for justice, for the truth, and for the people of Belize is far from over. So, the next time you hear the name Diddy, remember that not all glitters is gold. Sometimes, behind the shine, there's a darkness that no one sees coming.